Hey there, this is Wake Angel 2001, and I found another tape that wasn't all messed up, so I was actually able to watch Sonic Boom on time. Yeah, sorry I said Sonic X, but they actually did make a couple of Sonic X references in this episode because, well, this Sonic Boom kind of celebrates all of Sonic, doesn't it? Okay, so this is a road trip episode, and a Season 1 callback! Yep. Apparently, Tails gets the news that their band, Dudetude, has been booked for a concert. Sonic and Knuckles barely remember this, but Tails reminds them of a whole bunch of stuff from the previous episode. From the previous season. Like how they took out Justin Bieber, saved all the girls in the town, there were snacks in the green room. Oh yeah! So they gotta go they gotta go all the way to the other side of the island for the concert. And, they gotta go all the way to the other side of the island for the concert. And, they're gonna take a road trip in the Dude-mobile! Which kinda looks like the Ninja Turtle Party Wagon, but if it was, like, put on those Mexican hydraulic things. Was that racist? Because I know that they do that in Mexico. Whatever. So they get in the van and they go on a 15-hour road trip. And yeah, the basic focus of this episode is three guys crammed in a van for a long time. So Knuckles keeps on having to stop to go to the bathroom. Tails wants to stop at every tourist trap. A notable one is where they have they stop by to see the world's largest non-rocking chair, and Knuckles bought a scale replica of it, so he bought a chair. So Tails is driving the van at 20 miles per hour, and Sonic is pissed off that he can't go that fast, so he demands to take the wheel, and he drives faster, and they get pulled over by a cop, who assumes that they're just a bunch of thugs and gives Sonic a speeding ticket. This is where the Sonic X reference comes in. He says, I'm gonna fight it in court, but they won't take gotta go fast as a medical excuse anymore. Oh, Sonic. Oh, God. So, yeah, they do periodically call back to Styx and Amy. The first time they call back, Sonic says that he's having a miserable time, and Amy says that she and Styx had a spa weekend, or a spa day, and I'm wondering, how would you convince Styx to go to a spa? Like, I'm pretty sure she might consider soap to be some sort of mind control agent, so the fact that they would actually... Like, I would love to see the shenanigans of Styx being in a spa. That just sounds like it's hilarious. That might be the focus of next week's episode, because later on, like, I'll let you know when it comes out. So Sonic and Tails are continuing driving, but Sonic gets tired, so he tells Knuckles to take the wheel. So while Knuckles is driving, he's going along. The two of them are asleep, and then Sonic wakes up, and there's this scary-looking hobo sitting next to him. It's a possum in a trench coat. That's when the radio announces the Bike Chain Bandit. He's a guy, he's a scraggly opossum wearing a trench coat carrying a duffel full of bike chains. So Sonic's like, hey, Knuckles, Tails, maybe we should have a quick cuddle about a guy who's totally not sitting here in the backseat with us? And Knuckles like, oh, good, I thought you thought that guy was a Bike Chain Bandit. Oh no, Sonic, you were wrong! He is the Bike Chain Bandit! Oh, Knuckles, you pick up weird drifters. So the Bike Chain Bandit, I think he was trying to garrote Knuckles with the chain, but because his shoulders are so broad, he ends up getting the chain around his shoulders instead. So Sonic is able to kick the guy out of the door, and Sonic tells Knuckles to let him get the wheel. So Knuckles pulls over and is like, why do you pull over? Safety first. And the Bike Chain Bandit goes up to the driver's side window, so he freaks out and climbs into the back seat. Sonic climbs into the front seat, puts his seatbelt on, because safety first, and there are kids watching, and he floors it and gets out of there. So while they're driving away from the bandit, they get pulled over by that cop again. And so Sonic, he's like, oh, thank goodness you're here. It's the Bike Chain Bandit. And the guy, and the cop sees Knuckles in the back seat with a bike chain, and he assumes that they're the Bike Chain Bandit. So he arrests them. They get one phone call, so Sonic calls Amy. He's like, I need you to bail me and the guys out of jail. But Amy's like, I'm too busy to deal with your prank calls, Sonic. And they're apparently dealing with a robot attack. And that's my prediction for next week's episode. It's going to focus on Amy and Styx. They're going to have their spa day, and it's going to be interrupted by Eggman's robot attack, because Eggman doesn't make an appearance in this week's episode, unless you count these anonymous lasers that are firing from somewhere. So it turns out that their cellmate is a hippopotamus that remembers them back when they were called the Dreamboat Express, and he was a huge fan of them. The Dreamboat Express literally existed for half a stage show before they renamed themselves Duditude while they were performing. So how this guy is a fan of Dreamboat Express without knowing that they've become Duditude is completely beyond me. But he agreed, because he's a fan of their music and he finds out they're trying to go to a concert, he agrees to go with them, he agrees to help them escape. So they just need some kind of powerful magnet to get the keys, and Tails happens to always carry a hyper-powered mini-magnet with him at all times. Because he's Tails. So the hippo guy, when he gets his food, he distracts the cop by saying that he demands a vegetarian meal and knocking the plate over. And when the cop bends down to pick it up, Tails uses the magnet to grab the keys and they escape. And what follows is a chase sequence. And again, they use that Push It to the Limit song, but they sing an original song over it. Like, it's set to the tune of Push It to the Limit, but it's a chase song, and it's awesome. So they're driving in the van, and the cop is chasing after them. And when they find the bandit, the bandit runs up and knocks a guy off of his motorcycle or motorized bike, and he climbs on it and starts driving away. So you got the motorcycle bandit, the bike chain bandit being followed by the van, which is being followed by the cop. And it's all, they could have started playing banjos, making a Dukes of Hazzard thing, because it looks like a Dukes of Hazzard sequence, but they stick with the Push It to the Limit because they are pushing this to the limit. So there's a random lava flow going through the valley, which, you know, this is the Sonic world. Random lava flows are a thing that's supposed to happen. They could have, like, I know it's kind of difficult to animate fire, but they showed the lava flowing around trees, and the trees weren't burning. So, like, I feel like, I know CGI fire can be hard to look right in a cartoon, but if you're going to introduce a situation where things should be on fire, they should be on fire. Because for half the scene, I was actually wondering if it was really a lava flow or not. So the bandit goes on one side of the lava flow, and the van's on the other side, so we got like a parallel chase going on. When Tails laments that he's going to get away because they can't get across. That's when Sonic goes out on the blue, awesome super bike thing that he has in this show, and I forget what it is called. I know someone in the comments is going to be telling me what the thing is called, and I'm really surprised it doesn't have a toy yet. So we go through the sequence where we go through the All-Stars transformation sequence where Sonic pulls back the thing and it turns into the hover bike so it can go over the lava flow, and he catches up to the chain bike guy, and Tails, he sees that there's like a dirt ramp at the end of his road, so he pushes a button on the van causing it to grow rocket boosters, because of course it has rocket boosters, Tails built it. And he goes flying over the gap and lands safely on the other side, but the cop, when he tries to jump, he falls short, and he's about to fall into the lava, so Tails comes out and he flies, because Tails can fly. Sometimes I forget he can do that in this show. And he uses the enter beam to grab the cop and save him right before he hits the lava. And Sonic manages to stop the bike chain bandit. And the cop comes up. He handcuffs the bike chain bandit, saying, "I hope you like. It's a good thing you like chains, because you're gonna be in them for 15 to 20, or something like that." And everything is happy. So the cop says that Sonic and his group aren't a bunch of hooligans; they're a bunch of law-abiding hooligans. So he lets them go. Sonic takes over and they speed over and they get to the concert venue. And when they arrive, they find that it's just a big empty stage, and there's a janitor sweeping up, and they ask if they got there in time. Like, not only did you get here in time, you got here a month early. Turns out that Tails was so excited that his band was that their band got called for this concert that he forgot to check the date of the venue. So Sonic is completely pissed at him, and he starts grabbing, and Knuckles is holding him back as Tails runs off. Because I don't think that Sonic would be above punching him. I mean, we saw him punch Sticks in the face a couple weeks ago, so if he's going to punch Sticks in the face, he's certainly going to be willing to punch Tails. This episode was really good. I mean, it was fast-paced where it needed to be. It had its fast-paced, exciting moments, and then in the moments. But then it also felt like it was just slow enough that you could feel what Sonic's going through during the parts where he's supposed to be bored. So, you know, this is it has that variance of tone that fits with the mood of each scene. You know, it's just pretty darn well made. And it has a little bit of teaser to what we're going to see next week. So I really can't wait to see what Amy and Sticks are up to in the next episode. Alright, so this is Wake Angel 2001, and I'm signing off. I'll see you guys next week.